Welcome back. I saw some chatter in the chat that made me like sort of realize that this case exemplifies two of the worst problems in extremes with the Ace Attorney series. The jumping off of the deep end when you have no idea, not even a hope and a prayer to go on as a player, like what the fuck Phoenix is getting at. That was when we had to accuse him of murder when like we were at like square one in the case.
Yeah, man.
The other is the times where you have to take an hour or more to prove something that you knew a long time ago.
Yeah.
And now we're having to like spell it out very slowly in court, this entire like background plot of who got killed by, or the whole bat getting paralyzed or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been possible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. This is a flashback. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it. Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that is when he let the bust fly.
Bam! Rubble.
Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience?
She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here.
I hope Regina can handle it. Acro wrote this note to Regina?
Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish you've even made it sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us, what about this line? What? I have conclusive evidence of what took place? We don't need to prove that. We don't have to even prove what it's talking about. Uh-huh. That's a line in the note, all right. Well then, if the note was sent to Regina Berry, it must mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What are you gonna say, Beck?
Canadians pronounce it Regina.
Regina!
We're not pronouncing it wrong on purpose. Regina, Saskatchewan. It's Regina.
Regina, eh? Regina, eh? Regina!
That's what you get.
Unsub if you don't like it.
I should have known.
What? That's some straight up Canadian attitude you just got there. Shove that in your pipe.
Ouch.
Oh, viewership went up.
God.
Every time.
You like that?
I was just trying to think of a joke to say like something about Regina's vagina, but then I remembered she was 16, so I tried to make a joke about them being pedophiles. It didn't work. I couldn't get anywhere with it. Okay. You just don't get it, do you? What did you say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza. In the place of his lovely daughter!
Rubble.
Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is the incident that is alluded to in the note?
The incident 6 months ago. I have no idea. An incident that occurred 6 months ago, and now I'm more than ready to show this court what happened at that time.
Good call.
Blink. Moron.
Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case?
It does indeed, Your Honor. Or it doesn't matter to me if you want to believe that the note is just whatever. We don't have to go down this road.
Yes, we do.
Everything in this case has its start.
Had
Oh,
start. It's mistyped.
okay. everything in this case had its start when in what happened 6 months ago? Really, Nick? I think so. Well, then if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. And that's like the worst thing that could happen to me. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually either that or, yeah, it's that, right? That's the conclusive evidence.
Yes, I would say that.
Take that!
Take it! Take it!
What? This is it?
Well, what?
What?
I kind of figured that I'd like to get rid of evidence I didn't need anymore. What? What? What the fuck? Oh my Christ.
That was the wrong evidence.
Guilty.
It was in the box. It was the pepper.
The box. The box.
Look, it doesn't matter what I chose.
I thought
The
either
pepper,
would work.
the box, or
Yeah.
the scarf. All of them are conclusive and lead to the same goddamn spot. They definitely don't lead to me as an attorney saying, I thought I'd get rid of stuff I didn't need.
I'm just an idiot.
Oh, you're right, Judge. I'm a moron. Oh, I pooped myself too. Oh, no! Looks like I'm in a real spot. Hope boobies don't peer. Moron. All right, I gotta get past this.
Rubble.
We examined the scarf as much as we could have, right?
Yeah. It wants us to start with the pepper or the box. I think either the pepper
I'd
or the
say
box would work.
Pepper.
The pepper?
Yeah. There it is. Take that.
Oh, it better be. Oh my god. Achoo! 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 What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. I totally thought it was gonna fuck me there.
What do you mean?
The victim would arrive and try to take away the wooden box. That's when they discovered the decisive evidence found inside.
Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly were you saying? Are you claiming that Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper?
Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tries. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? That. I'm pressing the minus now. That's how I'm making it work.
Oh.
As I do it. So I'm just simulating the motion controls.
Who is this?
That is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead? Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead.
Regina? She did that to him?
Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturellement. The prosecution has looked straight into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state.
A lion?
Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her.
Rabble, rabble.
She's a very pretty little Russian girl.
So then, what happened to Acro's brother?
He's not a victim of an attempted murder. He is an attempt of an accident. He is a murder of an attempt. Nah, whatever.
I see.
Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident?
I mean, it still was an accident, but...
It was more than that.
It was, yeah, I think.
And why are we doing this with
It
Maya?
was more than that. Yeah.
Is she gonna strike us?
Probably. I mean, both should keep going.
Mm-hmm.
It was an accident or it wasn't an accident? Yeah, I think it should be just it was an accident and go on with that. And go on to explain that she just did it as a joke. Or no, what was it again? What was it again? It was a prank that she played on him to make him sneeze because he was allergic to pepper, or...
I don't really
What
know
was it again?
why.
Yeah, I don't
What
really
was the
know.
thing with the pepper in the cafeteria? They used to play games, they said, and...
You'd just make them sneeze.
I'm gonna say it was an accident. I suppose it truly was an accident. It's essential that a man knows when to give up, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
It's impossible to prove Regina's involvement in the murder attempt, isn't it?
Ha! Instigating a lion to attack. Whoever heard of something like that? And to think that the defense claimed that this was conclusive evidence. Ugh. Wait, what? No, come on. Phoenix? Jesus Christ. A small bottle of pepper? A lion? What's their connection? Oh, wait! Are you saying Phoenix still hasn't figured this out? I thought he had!
He's
I
not
thought
very
the day
smart.
before they had actually had dialogue that he realized it.
I don't know, man.
Arrgh! What's the...
What's the matter, Nick?
I figured it out! Wow! It was right in front of my nose the entire time! Wow! Your Honor! Wait!
What is it?
Oh, good boy.
The lion biting Pat was no accident at all!
What?
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's no way that Regina could have ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being.
But Regina's responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother?
What?
That's still Phoenix. But Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother, Bat.
Should I show the scarf now?
I think.
It has to be the
Guess
scarf.
So, yeah.
It has to be the scarf, right?
Yeah.
Scarf.
Scarf now?
There's a problem with having a sliver.
Present the scarf. Scarf. Snarf
okay.
scarf. Snarf now.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Snarf scarf with a... Snarf scarf!
That's just a scarf.
Snarf.
Acro! This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct?
That's right.
And who is the one that gave this scarf to Bat?
Regina gave it to him. Regina?
There is something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor.
And what might that be?
I put some pepper on it to prove my point.
Pepper?
Pepper. I put it on it with the bottle I have. It's a good thing the defense had possession of this scarf. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could.
What a dick.
And a little semen on it too. Hey,
Fuck.
what's with the silent treatment? Ding ding.
Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of figuring a criminal.
Jeez, Judge.
Point me to her, Judge. I mean,
That would be thumbing.
all right.
Dong dong.
Regina gave the Regina gave the pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that?
It still seems like the judge just doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix, right? Wasn't it just that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Smiling? A lion was smiling?
Right before Bat was bit by the lion. Why is she helping us? For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like it was smiling.
Because she believes in the same things that her dad believed in. Just like,
No. The only prosecutor we've been up against who cares about actually finding the real culprit is Miles Edgeworth.
Edgeworth. Okay.
Her and her dad will. They're the
Cover
ones.
up everything.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, okay.
Because Von Karma is the one who tried to teach Miles Edgeworth to get a verdict at any cost, but we found out later that he wasn't trying to do that. And it was like, I think it was Von Karma that gave in to that influence. She's the one who will do it at any cost. I think. I don't know.
Lions smile?
I've never heard of them smiling. However, lions sneeze.
All
So-
the time.
So do pandas. Have you seen that YouTube video? Leon didn't plan on biting Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze.
Poor lion.
Yeah.
Don't kill me. It was just a sneeze.
He sneezed because of all the pepper spread on the scarf. Honest.
What?
You fool! Mine itty bitty titties.
Rabble.
You've got to be kidding me.
She's got nothing.
What's the matter, Miss Von Karma?
I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix, Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really plan to say this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. You know, sometimes I get inspiration from Wesley Crusher for Phoenix nowadays.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He has a very matter-of-fact, enraging way of saying things sometimes. But Captain, I am right. I know I am.
Get off my bridge.
All right. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident. And this joke, as you put it,
Or this joke.
or this joke as you put it, which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot.
So it's a joke of an accident to you, huh? Once again, I am impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves.
Are you telling me that what was said is true?
Acro.
You can't mean Venus.
Are you confirming the defense's claim?
Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder.
What do you mean by that?
The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it is hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there is an even bigger problem with your theory.
What would that problem be?
The same problem that has always been evidence.
God damn it, can we just get to the end of this?
If I drop Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim?
Haven't we covered this?
Ding ding, dong, ding dong.
You mean the conclusive evidence?
The biggest problem with the murder weapon, or lack thereof, more precise. Murder weapon?
The bust that the evidence claims was used.
The onus is on the prosecution to find it. It's not my fault.
If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered in the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes.
Yes, it would be.
How about if it was found anywhere and covered in the victim's blood?
The bust!
Nick, you've got to do something.
This is the last step. If I can get this one right,
Should
the
we
case
save?
is won.
Is it too late right now?
Oh, shit. Yeah, it's... Oh, wow. Usually you can't do that.
Phew. All right. Request to search Acro's room.
No, I don't want to. That'd take forever. There's no way that'll happen. I'm fairly certain this case ends here. So it has to be...
Do you want...
I'm gonna request to see his room. That's what a normal person would do, knowing that there's another day of trial. The defense requests to search the room of witness Ken Dingling. What is it now? It looks like you still haven't figured things out, have you? By now you must know the meaning of von Kammer total justice.
You mean?
A von Kammer never leaves anything to chance. We're already searching Acro's room yesterday.
What did you find?
There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. To put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for.
You see, Mr. Wright? The bust wasn't in my room. Fuck you, you fuck. Oh, I'm gonna see you fry.
Furthermore,
Give him the chair, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, we'll save time. We'll just hook a car battery up to your wheelchair.
Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise.
I object on grounds of gumshoes and incompetent boob.
And we took Acro directly to the prosecution office after that. End of story.
Well, is it the end of the story? Let's fucking hope so as we come back for the conclusion of this case.